Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sergeant First Class Gomez, currently working in FORSCOM Retention Operations.
And I am Sergeant First Class Jackson, currently working at 18th Airborne Corps Retention Operations.
And today we're going to be giving a quick class on the proper way on missioning.
So missioning starts with a number. So the Army End Strength is a number. That is what HQA is given, and they take that number and break it down to the MACOMs. The MACOMs take the number that they are given, break it down to the Corps, and it goes down to the division, brigade, all the way to the battalion. So this is a number that is given for your mission based off your eligible population, not by a percentage. We're going to go a little bit into why it's not a percentage and why it is a number.
All right, so at the top, you're going to see that there is a eligible population. So we have 5 battalions, and the total for FY21 is 127 for the brigade. So this example of this class is a brigade, and to the right, you're going to see a formula that we're sharing with everyone so you can see what is going to be the actual number. That formula is going to equal the actual number of the mission number. So we'll get right to it. So on 1st Battalion, you're going to see that there is a total of 8, 2nd 34, and so on. So it equals to 127 for the brigade. So we're going to use this right chart where we're going to introduce the formula. So this once we add up all this number, the total brigade is going to equal out to 92, which that's the actual mission number. So that formula is going to be equals, and we're going to do the eligible for that battalion. So it's going to be 8. Then we're going to multiply. We're going to have open parentheses because we're going to divide the total mission number, which is 92, divided by the total eligible population for that brigade, which is 127. And then we're going to close parentheses. We're going to select click F4, and the reason behind it is because we want to lock those 2 particular cells when we shift down the cell to go to the other battalions. So we hit enter. So now for this battalion, based on the total mission number for the brigade, out of 8, the mission is 5.79, so forth. So we're going to drag this down. Once we finish dragging it down, this number is going to equal out to 100% 92, which is 92 here in the mission number.
Now, to give you an example of how you would break this down, because right here we have 5 3/4 of a soldier. What we can do is if we just base it off of what it is without rounding, we come out to 89. Our mission is 92. We currently have 89. One method we can use for this is based off of the decimal point, which one should be rounded first. So you see 0.79 is the highest. I'm sorry, 0.83 is the highest in 3rd Battalion. So we would immediately round this one up to 19. Our next one would be 1st Battalion with a 0.79, and we would round this one up to 6. And then our third one would be 5th Battalion with a 0.69, and we would round this up to 9. And that gets us to our actual 92 mission. That is one method you can use, and that would be based off the fair share.
The second method, so we're going to do is we're going to copy this, and we're going to paste it here just so you guys can see. So that equals to 92. Another method that you can do is by us simply, I'm going to delete this. It's simply just, I'm going to round up everything. So this will be 6, 25, 19, 34, and 9. So you can see we have 93. So we're 1 over what we're actually mission. So this is without me even looking at any of these percentages, and I'll talk about this here in a little bit. I can just look and then be like, me as a senior, I know my battalions, I know the career counselors, and I can be like, okay, I know that 1st Battalion doesn't have the population, and I'm gonna go ahead and take 1 out of them and just simply give them a 5, and then that would be 92 because I know that the other battalions have the population and they are a stronger battalion that they will make up that number. Or it can be vice versa, where first battalion I know for sure they're gonna make it, but second battalion is not. So that's something where the senior makes that decision, that determination to find out who's gonna be who should be missioning higher or less by just rounding up or down based off of mission number. So
To piggyback off of that, what Sergeant Gomez is saying here is that we're missioning them at 5. They have 8 eligible, and they have 5. So they can allow 3 soldiers to exit the Army. Whereas if you look at 25, they have a 34 population. They can allow 9 soldiers to get out of the military. That's where that plays a factor. And you'll see where the percentages are significantly different for this battalion in comparison to this one. But the population is much easier.
So here, a lot of us get confused when we're like, oh, what's the percentage for the mission? There's no percentage. We come up with that percentage individually as the ops and the seniors at the lower level, right? So if we were missioning them for a percentage, and here I highlighted this box, and this is based on the division eligible population and the mission, which obviously I don't have the mission in here. They were mission 73.64 for FY21, and then initial 67.05, and so on. For the brigade, based off the mission number and the total eligible population, and I have the formula here so you can see that I'm dividing the mission by the total eligible population. This brigade is mission 72.44. So it's two different percentages. That percentage is going to change from top to bottom. Some might be higher, some might be lower. So if I mission them 72.44 across the whole eligible population, that means that this number is not going to add up. Somewhere, somehow, we're going to have to adjust it manually. So if we were missioning 72.44, you can see that in this example, if this battalion, we're telling them that they have to necessarily, they can only either take 2 people out of the army, so then they can make mission. So it will be higher if I go and I change this to a 6, just to be as close as possible to 72.44, which is going to be a little bit harder and impossible. So that's why it's up to the senior, and obviously looking into the eligible population to see who should get that extra soldier, or who should we round down, so then they can make mission. So if I was the senior on this and using this as an example, and knowing that first battalion is probably one of my weakest battalion where there is a little bit harder to make mission, I am gonna go and change this to a 5. So once I change that to a 5, you see that it turns into 62, which actually that's 10% from the brigade mission number. But at the end, I still make the mission number for that brigade for this FY.
So yes, 62% seems like a significant difference, but like Dustin said, this is based off of population. This is at the discretion of the senior, and you can see the remaining battalions all got missioned roughly close to that number, but they didn't get missioned that exact number. That's why we can't go based off percentages. If we were to base it strictly off percentages, you would have to reenlist 5 3/4 of a soldier for this to actually work out to equal that exact percentage.
All right, so we want to go into the closing remarks. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys have any ideas of any videos that you would like for us to create, i.e., other reports, other different type of analysis, anything like on databases, please reach to one of us and we can create a video to share across the field. Also, don't forget to go to your app store, both on Apple and on Android, and search for Go Space Reup and download the Go Reup application.
Also, check out our website, Career Counselor Club. This is a website for career counselors to help each other out, more like a share drive, where we can put stuff on there that to help others as far as forms, certain databases, certain classes. That way we can help each other out. And if you have anything that you would like to put on there, send it to us. We'll validate it. And then we can put it on there and put your name on it so you get credit for your own work. We certainly appreciate your time and have a good day.
Thank you.